Wednesday morning, off to breakfast with a good friend of mine, and because of the way the second week of the month works out, I talked a little bit about that yesterday. It usually means I miss my Monday workout. It always means I miss my Tuesday workout. So today, Wednesday, is the first time I was able to work out, and I always work out in the morning, and the difference is unbelievable. I feel amazing this morning. I wish I would have felt this way the last 2 days. For me, it's all about the mornings. You should try it. It makes a big difference. All that working out I just did is about to go down the drain. What a breakfast. That guy is awesome. Tony Merchant, you're awesome, man. I love spending time with him. And we're gonna get to spend a whole lot more time together, so I'm excited about that. So breakfast is over. I gotta make it to an appointment in about an hour. But today I wanna talk about goals. And I want to talk about people who like to set small goals because it frustrates the hell out of me, and that's what I want to talk about. The problem I have with being realistic is if this is your current level of performance, that's certainly realistic. You're doing it right now. But what is realistic in terms of doing better than that? Is working a little bit harder realistic? Maybe working quite a bit harder is realistic. Maybe busting your butt and giving it absolutely everything you've got is realistic. Or maybe shooting for the moon and counting on not just fortuitous circumstances and lots of hard work, but some stuff that you don't know yet. Maybe that's realistic. This is the area that really frustrates me when I see people argue for realistic goals and they fall into one of these three criteria, and that's what they use to justify their realistic goal setting. I would much rather see business owners shoot for something up here, because the reality is if this is where you're operating right now, you have no idea what it takes to get from here to there. But if you set your sights at this point right here, I can guarantee you'll never figure out any of the stuff that you would learn up here. And if you're shooting for this and you don't make it, there's a really good chance you're going to wind up here, which is a hell of a lot better than winding up here. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you set your goal. It only matters how much progress you achieve. I'm okay with failure up here if it gets me to this point right here. And I see that happen day in, day out. I would much rather have business owners put together plans for 45, 50% growth and start thinking about all the things that they have to do to get to 45, 50%, which when they set them seems like this area up here, and they fail. But you know what? They wind up with 35% growth instead of 10% growth that they would have had down here. It doesn't matter whether you hit the goal. The only thing that matters is where your performance is at. The trap in setting realistic goals is getting hung up on people judging you by whether you achieve the goal or not instead of your actual performance. If you work in a big company and you're responsible for setting the sales goal, if you hit the goal, you're going to be a hero. If you don't hit the goal, you might get fired. Well, your tendency then is going to be to set the goal as low as you possibly can. That's the poison that has kind of infected this language of set realistic goals. Look, if I can get you to set an unrealistic goal, if I can get you to do something, set something out there where you don't really know how you're going to get there yet, but I can assure you you're going to learn a lot more along the way and your performance is going to be much higher, I'm actually okay if you fail to meet that goal. Failing to meet goals has been blown way out of proportion. You're not a failure if you don't meet your goals. You're a failure, in my book, if you set goals that don't require you to really do anything beyond the ordinary. So don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of failure to meet your goals. Set something that's a little bit unrealistic, maybe a lot unrealistic, and you'll be impressed by the results. See you guys tomorrow. The workout was terrible. Absolutely horrible. But I feel great.